Hello, beautiful people. How you going? Libby Lee from Australia, Cindy Van Arnam from Canada. Thank you so much for jumping in here for a very impromptu chat.
Anytime. You know I will geek out on this stuff all day long.
So I was just the very lucky recipient of an amazing forecast. The best birthday present that you can give yourself is a forecast with Cindy, because setting yourself up for the energy of what is coming for the year and what's possible is so freaking powerful. So there was an element in there that I wanted to share. I'm going to share that in the tribe with you guys, because I just want you to see this little snippet, this sneak peek of what can come from this whole forecasting process. Anyway, that's actually not what we're here to talk about.
It is why I can't stop smiling though.
Exactly. So we have been sharing a lot of Joy's universal laws into the tribe, because they are so resonant and so relevant. And I know that so many people have loved, they've wanted to be tagged in them so that they don't miss each day. But you actually went through the certification process with Joy, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Yes, I did
So
it a year ago.
Like?
Oh, yeah. It changed my life entirely. I came into the Universal Law certification with a very minor understanding of the law of attraction, because I read the book The Secret and I watched the movie, and I thought, so if I just buy a lottery ticket and say that I'm going to win the lottery, I should be able to win the lottery. That never actually worked out for me. So, because there's all of these other laws, and there's a very specific order in which we use the laws to support the growth and expansion. We can't, if we're carrying past karma or pain or, past hurts, we can't actually activate the law of attraction until we've cleared that out. So there's work that needs to be done before we even get to that law. I'm not sure if Joy's even talked about the law of attraction yet in that series.
I don't think so.
I don't think
not yet. No.
There's a lot of laws that have to come first.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And I know in the masterclass, which her final one is coming up for Aussies, it is 7 a.m. Thursday. I know most of you have registered for that, or a lot of you have. So if you haven't, the link is in there. But when I saw the first one, what really the penny dropped for me was Joy was saying, like, everyone wants to jump to momentum. So they're like, I just want to get this done, and they want to jump into that flow of what they're wanting to achieve, but they've missed so many of the foundational steps to get to that point.
Yes, you have to believe it first. You have to clear out any energy that from the past. You have to work with the mind to get it on board. There's a lot of things that you have to do first. And I was one of those people who wanted to jump to momentum and kept failing every single time. And through Joy's work in being certified last year, there was this moment at the 6-month period. She had it as a year-long program before. And this is the reason why it's now a 6-month program. Because there was a moment at 6 months where every single student had a breakthrough. And we all hit momentum.
Wow. Right.
I doubled my income in less than a year. There has been so many shifts and changes. I mean, my business has changed a lot as well as a result of that. But one of the biggest things that I have noticed as a result of being able to tap into these laws and use them on a day-to-day basis in my business, in my personal life, anything I'm trying to create, is that the mind is on board.
Yeah. Yep.
Instead of me having to bargain with my brain all the time, I'm like, oh, I know exactly where I'm at. I know what I need to do. I need to go write forgiveness letters for a week so that I can clear this out and then take the next step, right?
Yeah.
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 So powerful.
Amazing. So do you have a favorite law?
Oh my God, no. They're all... Every time I hear Joy do another one, I'm like, oh, that's my favorite. Oh, that's my favorite. But I think the combination of all of them together, and I have a little story to share, actually.
Oh, yes.
It'll really help let this land and how these laws are building upon each other. They're not just standalone. So some people know I was away last week spreading my dad's ashes and saying a final goodbye. And there was a lot of mind shift around that as well. And that I had to release the mountain. And then I, in that, realized that I am the mountain. And I came home feeling very grounded, very solid, and ready to take action. Monday morning, when I was ready to take action and jump into momentum, my computer would not start. Old Cindy would have freaked out because I'm currently in the process of supporting 2 different clients with the biggest launches of their life. I have a million moving pieces. Those of you who watch me know that I am always Facebook living and here, there, and everywhere. And I've got a podcast. I mean, I had things to do.
Yeah.
And I pressed the power button and it just went into a reboot loop. And immediately, instead of, oh crap, I went, well, I wonder what that means. There was no stress. There was no panic at all. And I went into one of the Facebook groups in my local town looking for recommendations. I'm like, I know that I can get this fixed today. I know I can. There was no, oh crap, I need my computer and I need it now. And what am I going to do? And I got to message all my clients. It was just peaceful and easy. And I immediately found somebody who helped me out. He was available immediately before his Google even said he was open. Dropped my laptop off and he said, let me see what I can do. And he called me back about an hour later and he said, well, good news, bad news. Your hard drive's shot. You need a new one, but I can replace it for $100.
Whoa.
And I'm like, of course you can. Let's get it done. So he actually put a hard drive in my laptop that you can't buy a new laptop with this hard drive in it. My laptop's never been faster. It's amazing. It's so good. But in all of that, he said he might be able to retrieve all my files. And guilty of not storing everything in the cloud. A lot of it was in the cloud, but there were a lot of templates and things that I do for my numerology work. I lost them. Old Cindy would have freaked out. Wednesday came along and I went, you know what? I'm not getting those files back. It's fine. And I surrendered. And I just said, this is an opportunity for me to rebuild. Fresh start, clean slate. Universe was going, you got too much on the go. Just start over. Right?
Yes.
So Saturday morning, I got up to create your yearly forecast. And I thought, oh, I don't have my template. And so I rebuilt a new one that's way simpler that I never would have actually thought to rebuild because I was just in the momentum of using that one. But this gave me an opportunity to see it from a different perspective and open up to different possibility. And as I was going through this story for the last week, I was watching Joy's lives and going, oh my God, that's that law. Oh my God, that's that law. So I'm messaging Joy. I'm like, I seriously have a story that's totally in alignment with each of the laws that's showing up.
Far out.
I wasn't even finished your forecast for 10 minutes and the phone rang and I got all my files back.
Far out.
You can't make this stuff up.
You can't make this shit up. No way.
Yeah. So what could have been one of the most stressful weeks of my life in the middle of launch support and a million other things, no big deal.
Yep. Yep. And it all starts with the awareness.
Yes. Awareness is everything.
Everything.
Anybody that works with me knows that I'm a broken record.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. It all starts with awareness. Oh, we've got comments. Sorry, people. Hi, Natasha. Welcome. So I love that you are having a conversation with Joy. So we have the masterclass 7 a.m. Aussie time, Sydney time on Thursday morning. But you need to register for that because it's not going to be in this group. It's going to be completely separate in a Zoom. But in addition to that, while we are sleeping Friday night, Saturday morning, you have managed somehow to get a little spot in Joy's calendar. I don't know how you've managed that.
I might have an in with Joy Kingsborough.
So you have pinned her down to have an amazing conversation around wealth activation through quantum numerology.
Yeah.
Holy cow. So I just want to
like,
tell
what
people,
is that?
because we're going to be asleep, I just said to Cindy, I'm like, okay, we need access to that. So she's going to broadcast it into the tribe for us if it's all going to work out possible. And then I'm going to do a watch party at 9 a.m. Saturday morning to replay it, because I want to hear everything that you want to say. And I know that other people will as well. Absolutely. So what's this conversation going to be about?
What the heck is quantum numerology and what the heck is wealth activation? So this idea has been percolating for a while now in my obsession with numbers and my obsession with understanding the quantum field. And Joy is, 10 steps ahead of me with her obsession. And that's why I'm so drawn to her work, is because she can bridge that gap between the science and the spiritual and make it less woo-woo and more understandable. And as I've been working with Joy for 3 years privately and really diving into this idea the fact that our world is a mathematical code. The universe is a mathematical code. And when we can learn to leverage that, we make magic. And I've demonstrated that by, even just with yourself, by you understanding your ruling number and then taking it to the next step and sharing your contract with you, and then taking it to the next step and sharing a forecast with you. But let's take it one step further, shall we?
Shall we?
Shall we? Wanna play? So Joy messaged me a couple of months ago, having a total brain explosion in her new understanding of the numbers. She was teaching practical numerology, she was teaching advanced numerology, and Jonah, her guide, told her to stop. And so she went through a process of releasing and grieving that work and not understanding why, because she was so obsessed with the numbers. And in that, we discovered something really freaking cool. In the quantum field, there are only 9 numbers. And those 9 numbers, which if you watch the masterclass, you're going to learn this, because I learned it in the masterclass this morning. I was like, oh, I get it. Each number is either an inhale or an exhale. Each number is either receiving on the inhale or giving on the exhale.
Yep.
And so we go through our day-to-day rhythm, each day has an energy attached to it. So are you in the inhale or are you in the exhale? And when you can navigate universal laws and understand the numbers tied to each day, you're either giving or receiving. Giving or receiving.
Wow.
Right?
That is cool.
I can't wait for this conversation. My brain is just exploding just talking about it. And then I get to pick Joy's brain about it on Friday.
Yes.
I'm so excited.
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
awesome.
Joy and I are passionate about the redistribution of wealth on the planet. We as coaches and healers deserve to be wealthy. And in that, it behooves us to use the math behind how our universe operates to activate it. It's just math. It's easy.
Yep.
And I think one of the things that Joy said this morning, she said, we've been taught, especially in the healing industry, because the majority of the healing industry is women.
Yeah.
Women have been told for centuries that we're not good at math. That was intentional. If there's only 9 numbers, we can be good at math.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait.
Oh my God, the masterclass this morning was next level. Please go to the masterclass. It was beyond.
Yeah. I will definitely be there with my bells on 7 a.m. Thursday. But I'm really interested on this. I'll do the watch party replay of this conversation with Joy on Saturday as well, because that is epic.
I don't even know where the conversation is going to go. Joy and I show
Love
up to
that.
these kinds of things just winging it, because her and I, our brains are so entangled that we go down the rabbit hole, and magic happens when her and I have conversations. So I'm so looking forward to sharing it with everyone in the tribe, and just, helping you to navigate this and activate your wealth.
Yes. And there's so much, there's so many limiting beliefs around the worthiness and deservability, and even, well, this has come up for me recently. I was just telling you the story, but there is, in my husband and myself, there is this energetic underlying, which I need to shift and clear around, don't get too big for your boots. And don't forget your roots. Don't forget where you've come from. Don't show off. Don't let anybody know that you're doing well. And when I had that realization from actually Nancy Van Arnam, who did an amazing session with me, I realized that there's been times where we have kept ourselves small. And it's not only in the family, but, you know, and with the houses and the cars and blah, 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 with those material things, but it's also in business.
Absolutely.
And I know that I'm not alone in keeping, in having that underlying. So even if I consciously want to grow, there's this invisible ceiling that has been in place that it's time to go. It's time for it to be gone, because the impact and the vision that I have of creation isn't possible if there's a ceiling here.
Absolutely. So I'm going to invite a mind shift for you right now, Libby.
Okay.
When you said, remember your roots and remember where you came from. Remember your roots and where you came from. You are an infinite being.
Yes.
And all infinite beings deserve to be infinitely wealthy.
Yes.
So yes, remember your roots.
Yes. Yes. Yep. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you for this chat. I look forward to Saturday morning. I'll see a lot of you in the Zoom call. Register if you haven't, for Thursday morning. And yeah, I can't wait. So, and I'm also jumping in and doing Friday cards again this week for everybody. Yay, so about 10 o'clock.
Back.
Yes, Libby is back. Yes, I'll be in here for about an hour on Friday morning as well. And then you're showing up next week with our September forecast as well.
Betcha. You betcha.
Love them.
So good.
So good.
So good.
Thank you so much. Thank you for taking this time. Total truth bumps with that, Cindy. Yes.
Good. I'm glad.
Yes. Thanks, Natasha. All right, guys. Thank you so much for jumping in. Thank you, Cindy. Huge hugs. Hopefully our borders open soon and we can get you down under.
As soon as that border opens, I'm buying the ticket. I'm already there energetically.
Yeah. Yes. All right. See you later, guys. Thank you.